Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Our class today is Photofy, Open House Marketing, and more. Photofy is an application that you can use as a Miami member, but I want to start by reminding you that it is open house, week coming soon, and there are so many activities and events occurring in the South Florida area. If you want details on the open house, simply visit your page, miamirealtors.com, and click to open the open house and to get details on the most incredible week in South Florida for open houses and everything that's happening in our area. Also, we have a class and we will be giving it tomorrow if you're interested in, where we discuss open houses and everything that you could possibly do. So open house marketing setup and follow-up. Tomorrow I have it in the morning at 9:30 in English and at 1 o'clock in Spanish, where we go through all the steps and how you can make the most of your open house. I will be sharing this through our chat so that you could get the details, and we will be going back into our main page after that. I also want to remind you that it's that time of year, and if you're interested, there seems to still be availability to register for our Jingle Back to the 70s at the Seminole Hard Rock, 70s and 80s retro attire if you're interested. So this would be our event. It is $15 per person, and we hope to see you there. Let me go ahead and copy and paste that as well into our chat. All righty, coming back to our homepage, we want to talk about Photofy. So there's a couple of things I would like to share with you regarding Photofy. I'm going to click over and bring you to Miami's Photofy page. We're going to click in and share that with you as well. And I'm going to make sure that audio is working well for you. And I'm going to share computer sound here so we can watch together this great video. Now let's talk about you getting Photofy. So I'm going to ask you through the chat, let me know how many of you know your NRDS number, your NAR designated number. And if you don't, we're going to navigate together to get it. I'm going to come back to the home page and of course, visit our Miami Gateway. Click through. Excellent. You see, but some of us do and some of us don't. So I always like to give you this resource. You log into the gateway. And many of you do to get to the MLS, maybe to do a CMA. But there's another special location here. It is this Miami dashboard tile that you find right here, My Miami Dashboard. So if you log into here, you're going to click through. You're going to see that it's going to ask me in this case if I want to update it. I'm going to go ahead and put no. But this is my Miami member portal. And here I can see up and coming events that are occurring if I'm interested in. Here's our Photofy class. I have, let me go back over. I have my information, including the equivalent to my brokerage, which is the association. And here is my NRDS number. Why did I bring you here? Well, because I want you to be able to use Photofy. So to use Photofy, you will need this number. Some of you already know it. Thank you for sharing. Excellent. That means you're almost ready to go. Also note here, when you are in your portal home, you can see the orders and classes that you've registered for, right? Any subscriptions, if you have additional subscriptions, right? Any contributions you've made, a directory with your info, right? And info to search other members, events, right? You can look at the calendar, and of course, the home. Now, I'm going to go ahead and copy this, so I already have my Photofy, because I want to show you the process. The next thing that we need to do to install and have Photofy is actually search for it. So we can actually come to NAR and Photofy like I have here, and you can click through. But before continuing, I want to show you something. So NAR has this video explaining that how important it is to have Photofy and why you should use it. So let's go ahead and watch it. Now you've seen that there's two great resources. We've seen what NAR has and what Miami Realtors has on Photofy. Now, to be able to use it, we're going to come in and search for NAR Photofy. And I'm going to actually send you the link because you're here in class. And this will bring you to the NAR Photofy page where you can go ahead and get started. There's a couple of tutorials on how to use it and some programs, and of course, state and local associations and Miami and Florida realtors participate. I also want to ask any of you, have any of you obtained your C2EX certification? C2EX. If you've earned that, once you've earned it, it takes about a week, and it'll also show up on your Photofy. From here, of course, before you even download the App Store or in your Google Play Store, you want to click to get started. So let me go ahead and copy and paste this into our chat. Once you've done that, you click to get started, scroll down, and you will have to put in your name. Let's see what happened there. Did it recognize me? Let's give it a second. So you would put in your name, last name, email address, the phone number, and your member ID. And this is why I took you to that tile with my Miami dashboard, and you would just put in your info here. So let me take a second to show you. This was our Miami member portal. This is the number I need to copy down, which is your NRDS number. And I'm going to come back to Photofy. And of course, I've already done this, but I want to show you the steps. So you would put in your name, your email address associated to your membership, right? The phone number that you will be adding it in, and notice international country code and add it. So we could put 1-305-898-8918. That's my cell phone. I agree to the terms, right? And I click to continue. This will allow you then to be identified, right, from the phone number and the email address. And you would click to continue, and that will allow you, right, to get info. If you wanted mobile training, video tutorials, or support, you have the information available here. Now, for the fun, let's go ahead and let's switch over. So I'm going to connect with my cell phone. If you have any questions, please be sure to send them via the chat. While this considers getting to work. And there we go. Do you now see on the screen my cell phone? Okay. The first thing, if you're going to go ahead and search for it, is you would search for your App Store or Google Play Store. And I have that up here. And I already have it installed, but I want to show you, you can come in, you can do a search, and you would look for Photofy. Search for it, right? And here's the icon for Photofy. And you would, of course, download it where I have my open. Now, when you go to open it, I cannot simulate adding it in again. So I do want you to first note that you should be adding it in as a business. It should recognize you. It may ask you for your NRDS number, your email address, or phone number, right? And when you open it up, there's some significant things I want you to see. So I'm going to go ahead and click to start over. Okay. And mine normally opens up like this. I've earned the C2EX designation certification, so it is part of what I see. But I have a hamburger sign up here that I can click to, right? And here is where I can sign out. I can see my projects. I can see my scheduler, notifications, settings, and support. You normally don't have to go through these, but I wanted you to see where they're at. And I do want you to have a little peek to the scheduler where you can actually use the system to schedule your posts. So I'll click back out here. And then we have here, right, an arrow facing up at all my accounts. Now, this is one of them. As a Miami member, when you click into the accounts area, you should at least see Florida Realtors, Miami Realtors, and NAR member. If you have not earned your C2EX, well, what a great time of year to consider getting it and earning it. You have to have at least earned one designation or certification from NAR along with it, and it is a simulation that you can sign up for. If you're interested at the end of the class, I can send you details for you to get more on the C2EX, which is a commitment to excellence and a great idea to have. By the way, it's also FREE. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with C2EX, and I want to show you that there are photo templates. So this is a way for me to be able to share to Facebook, to Instagram, and Twitter and LinkedIn. So I'm going to go ahead and click to Instagram, and I want to show you here that it's not only available in English, it's also available in Spanish. So class today is in English, so I'm going to say I'm committed to excellence as a realtor, and I'm ready to serve you. I'm going to select that one. And this is the best part of Photofy. It's really ready to go. So what I can do here is I can add my photo. I can update my text. I can click done, and I'll show you how easy we can go through. So I've selected it. Now I'm going to click on text. Everything looks perfect. Right. Done. And I want to go ahead and tap here. So I'm going to tap on the photo. And I gave it access to my camera roll. And here's my picture. Isn't that great? So now I have been able to brand and personalize this, and I'm ready to market. I can click to see if I want to add any filters to my photo, right? So I can select them, the intensity. Let's say I like that Barcelona, and I want to click to apply. And now I am done. Make sure you've reviewed everything. Alrighty, let me look at the text one more time. And now it's processing. So I came in, I found the image or item I want to share. I've branded it with text and info. Look how great it looks. And now I can choose where I want to post it in. And to make it fun, I'm going to click on Instagram. I can choose to put it in my story, in my feed, in my messages to someone. So let's go ahead and put it on our feed. Right? And here I have it available with other items in. I'm going to go ahead and click next. I can use it in normal, fade, fade warm, and additional choices on the bottom. I'm going to click on next. Actually, look, I can add some music. So let's put It's a Beautiful Day by Michael Bublé. Go ahead and pick it. Okay. You can choose the interval that you would like. Do I want it for 30 seconds? Do I want it for 15? Do I want it for more? By just scrolling and selecting, I click on done, right? You cancel from there. Let's see if it'll let me share. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and click on done. Click next and write a caption. See, this is what I do. You would put here to provide the very best in service and searching for your future home or property in South Florida, right? I could tag people if I wanted to. I could add a location. Okay. And I can click to share. And all of that because in Photofy,
It's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. If I'm drinking, then I'm buying, and I know there's no denying. It's a beautiful day to send this out
here, and I could even add it to my story. Once I do this, if this was for an open house or a listing, I could simply do a little write-up on top and say, join us for, right? Or have you seen this? So here I'm going to put join us for. Situate it where I'd like it, right? And then click and add it to my story. Now I'm going to go ahead and close out, and I'm going to switch to my business page because I put that on my personal, and that's fine. We're going to come out and we're going to go back to Photofy. So let's look for something else. So I'm going to click start over on the very top because that was just showing you what you could do with a C2EX. Now let's come down to accounts and let's review Florida Realtors. As a Florida Realtor member, there are quick shares, photo templates, repost, and you can schedule. So let's go ahead and let's do a quick share. How many of you would like to share Florida Realtors infographics quick? So here you have the Christine Fernar, and I have my Florida Realtors. And notice that we have here some tips. Elizabeth, I'd have to see your setting, but one of the things that you could do is make sure that you sign this as a business. So you may go back in and remove Photofy and then add the application again. And when you go ahead and add it again, make sure that you're selecting it as a business account, okay? And then once it identifies you, do you have access to all of the accounts? Because I have the same access you do. All right, if not, we could go ahead and we'll try to get you the phone number for service from Photofy, but we should all have the same, okay? But I'm glad you asked. All right, so here we have, right? So 5 hidden costs of home buying, appliances to upgrade before selling. So let's say that you're setting up your customer or you want to give them ideas to sell quick. You could just come into here and you can select one. So here you have appliances to upgrade before selling. Air conditioner, washer, dishwasher, water heater, oven, washing machine, and refrigerator. Okay. And look at the 50% of home buyers surveyed said they would upgrade their current appliances before selling to increase their home value. Homeowners believe that replacing their appliances would increase the value of their home by nearly $14K. So here's a great tip. These are infographics that you as a Florida realtor could use. And all you have to do here is select where to share it to. So this time I'm going to go ahead and click on LinkedIn to do something different. And notice that it even gives you what to write in. Is it time to upgrade according to you have questions? Give me a call, right? And you can go ahead and post to LinkedIn. I would have to sign in. I'm not going to do that right now, but I wanted you to see. Right, so let's do Instagram again. And yes, I want to copy them. And what I want to do here is this time go directly to my feed. So I'm going to click on feed on the very bottom. Right. And here I could select more items if I want to. On the top, I could click on next, right? And then I could just paste in that same caption that they wrote. Notice how they took time to put emojis in and everything. I could tag people, maybe potential customers or someone I'm working with. I could, of course, choose the location and then do what? Share. And that easy. I came into Photofy. I found
Hi, buddy. Where's mommy gone?
So how many of you like this? Is it easy? I hope it is. It's just a couple of steps. Okay, so now let's come back to Photofy and we're going to click to start over. Okay? And what the ease is, to me, is that these are things that you could be sharing, that you could, sometimes we wonder what to post. Well, here you have solutions. Now I'm going to click over to accounts and I'm going to come to Miami Realtors. And here I want you to see that you have a repost, a quick share, photo templates. And I'm going to click on photo templates and look how many you have available. So you have Why Miami? So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one about membership. Miami Realtors love its members. Education and cash credits given to members in 2022, 2023. I could tap and add the logo, right? And of course, you can come and add your logo here from your company. I could tap and add a photo. Okay, there it's getting me to try to convert it, right? Apply. I'm going to tap and add my photo. So it'll come in. I select my picture and now it's in, right? I'm going to say done and I say, oops, check your text. I'm going to check my text. Come in, everything looks good, done, apply. And now I'm going to click on done on the top. And now I'm ready to share. So I'm going to click to Instagram. And this time, I don't want to put it on the feed. I want to add it to my story. So I'm going to add it to my story, right? I got a little music if I like, a message or emoji, right? So I'm going to add some music. Let's browse. Let's see. Let's see if anything comes up. Let's see what this one's about. My story's in, and I'll give it a second because it's uploading. And here and I can choose it. So I'm going to come in and add it to info. And now, right? It's asking me if I want to do a highlight, but here are my posts. And it is now part of my info highlight. And it's a part of my story. A bunch of things from it just because I clicked onto Photofy. All right, let's go back to Photofy and let's start over. And again, I'm going to start at Miami Realtors. And I want to come to a photo template. And I want you to see that you can choose Miami in the rankings. Okay, so number 1, global city flourishing in a turbulent geopolitical era. Number 5, most total transactions in the ultra luxury market. Number 1, America's new boomtown, right? Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach. Number 1, attracting young professionals. So look at all the things that you can select one. So let's do this one here. Number 4, biggest homes. I want to add my logo. So I select it. Okay. I want to apply it. I want to tap. Okay. And add my photo. I'm going to do and review my text. And let's say here, I want to make a couple changes. So let's see. Not that. I want to go ahead and come up here and add that I'm a Miami trainer. So I'll type it in. Okay. And now that I'm done, I'm going to click done on the top and apply. And now I've done. Let's see if it'll process. And now I'm ready to go. Instagram, Facebook, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, via text message, e-card, and schedule. And let's look at the little schedule option. So we want to schedule it, and I want to enter a caption. Okay, Miami Homes. Okay, now I've done that. I'm going to click on next on the very top. Select a date. Okay. So I want to do it today. And I want to come in and do it at 10:05 a.m. Right? And that's good for me. I'm going to go ahead and click on next. I want to do it on Instagram. Okay, done. And congratulations, your photo has been scheduled. Let's go ahead and say yes to that. And here I have my scheduled and the last time I posted. Isn't that easy? Alrighty. So let me go ahead and start over and let's talk about other things that you have. So we're going to come to photo templates and we have the rankings, which we just showed. We have global information. So you have the partnerships. Our properties are linked to 2 million plus real estate professionals worldwide. You have info here. We have commercial. Let's give it a second. Sold, listings, and then commercial Miami. You have advocacy. So what pack dollars have done, sold and listed. So we are South Florida, just sold by a Miami realtor, just leased. Congratulations. Look how nice. And it's just pop in and put. You have ones for listings, just listed, right? And your information that you can add. I'm attending conferences and items that you can attend using Photofy. Zoom backgrounds for you to download. Miami Proud. So if you want to show that you're a Miami member. IG stories. And Miami banners. Okay. So I'm going to come back a minute and I'm going to come back to listings. And I want to feature to you today the open houses. So under the listing item, that tab, we can select on just listed, which we see here, and open houses. I want to click to open house. And since we're getting ready for open houses, we'll go ahead and click here. So if you're going to have an open house, you can come and select, tap the background, choose the picture from your camera roll. So let's say this is your property. Okay. And you want to put in, tap for a background here, put in your photo, select it. And then you may want to review the text. Okay. And you might want to put into here, let's say, let me do a return and say, open house week coming soon. Of course, you would put there the date and time of your open house, right? And once you're done, click on done. You apply. And now that you've finished, you click done. It starts to process and you have your property and you can share it. Let's go ahead and click on Instagram. Okay. We can do the feed next. And I want to show you something. Of course, I can change the coloring, correct? By selecting on the bottom. Let's leave the Oslo. I'm going to go ahead and put on next. And I want to show you this reminder feature in Instagram. So we would put here, you know, open house week. Of course, you would put the property features and information. We'll fix our Photofy. Right? And then here's what I want to show you next. You could tag the property owner if they want it to be tagged, right? Let me go ahead and do CD here. Let me tag Christy. Let me tag Tyson. Okay. I'll tag Miami Tech, which is things that we like to do. Okay. So let's say this is my property owners. Right. I'm done with that. I click on done, but I wanted you to see this. So I want to add a reminder and the open house, right? So if I'm not mistaken, we'll come back to the home page here for Miami. I'll look at it December 5th through the 10th. So let me come back here. So I'm going to put here December right? 5 through 10. That's my banner. And then the start time. And I scroll, right? So mine would be December 5th. And we'll do a 7 a.m. Okay, and done. And if I wanted to put an end time, we could put December 10th at 11:55 p.m. Just to give you an idea. Done. What does this do? It's going to add a reminder. The post will include a button to view event details, including the event time, title and time. People can also get their reminders before your event starts. These event details will also appear on your profile. So what a great way to use social media, Photofy, Instagram to get people to see, right? Now you click on done on the top. And now it's added that reminder. You put your location or address. You can add music if you want. Okay, I'm not going to this time, and I'm going to click to share. So here we have it. And this is what I was talking about. Here is your post, and look at this great detail here. Remind me, right? And you can update the settings, the customer can, to get the notifications. If you come in, right? You can see the open house and the view up and coming events. Isn't that nice? One up and coming event. And there it is. This is free. So all your followers would be able to see it. You would be able to engage. They would be able to look at it, etc. And they would get a reminder. Photofy. Isn't it just amazing? All right, let's do a couple more. Let's look at other things that you could do. So I'm going to come back out, come into Photofy, click to start over because we're done with that one. Yes, I want to get the magic going again. There's a couple here that say repost. If I click repost, I had to have already posted something through. So if I look through here, it'll take me right to the system. So let me come back to Photofy. I can also do here quick shares. So not just the photo templates. And I do have these Zoom backgrounds. I have Miami compared to global markets. So these are quick things to share. So here it says Miami is number 4 in the US for most domestic private capital. How many square meters of prime property, right? And then you have here top 5 global cities. Right? So let's look at this one a second. And here you have Dubai, Aspen, Saudi Arabia, Tokyo, and Miami. So this is quick to share. So all you have to do, click to Instagram. You can put it on your story or feed. Let's make it fun and put it on our story. And now I have this information that I could easily relate. I just go ahead and click to my story. So again, a couple of things, and then this is all fast. You can do it from your cell phone, anywhere where you have cell phone reception, you can go ahead and use it. Let's come back to Photofy and let's start over again. Yes. And let's look a little more on those quick to share, right? So I'm going to have here a state of the market. Okay, so there's some updates here that you can share. Miami rankings. So how would you like to share some wonderful rankings? Let's look here. We'll just do Instagram. We'll put it here to the feed. Next. Next. And write in your info. Type in your item. Click OK. Your location. You could boost it and share. So you're set to go. I'm going to ask you, how many of you are interested in this? How many of you want to use it? How many of you are already using it? Anyone?
Fuera esta gente de la Argentina.
So here you have our rankings, open houses, and information, and you can make it all dynamic. I'm so glad that some of you are considering using it. Now I want to go back. This was everything that we did. Remember, the application is on your cell phone, but just to recap what we did, I'm going to do a new share. And let me go ahead and open up my Google. Now, I want to remind you, Solar Florida Open House Week, December 5th through the 10th, in conjunction with Art Week Miami and Art Basel, right? I want to let you know that we do have, right, a Photofy page, miamirealtors.com/Photofy, right? And here you have a video. You have the fast access on how quickly you can do it, right? I'm going to go ahead and share that with you. I want to remind you that to get Photofy, first on your computer, you could visit your gateway, select the My Miami dashboard tile, and that will bring you here. Let me click it again. So here's your dashboard, and you want to copy your NRDS number, which is here. Why do you want to do this? Because then you do want to come in to NAR and Photofy, and I'll share this page as well, just in case you have not set it up, where you would come into here, see what NAR and Photofy has, get started, okay? And then you would fill out the information. Name, email, phone number, and you need the NRDS number, which we copied from our Miami dashboard tile and area. Agree to your terms and continue. And then on your phone, you would go to the App Store and Google Play, download it, and set it up. Now, I want to share with you one more thing. So I'm going to come into here and put NAR in Photofy. Okay. And they had an announcement here. And they were excited that they had reached 30,000 users in 2021. Can you imagine how many more they have? So let's see what it says here. Okay. And what I'd want you to see is how many people actually do share and look through here. So let's come to the top, and I had already shown you the standout one, but I want you to see some more info here. Expand your association social media, which we have. That's who we are, which is available, right? And some of the latest campaigns too. So when you do visit here, you do get some additional perks. So I'll share this with you again. And with that, we conclude our Photofy class that we had today, which is Photofy, Open House Marketing, and more. I hope you've enjoyed the class. If the recording comes out great, we will be trying to post this week, and we look forward to having you join us more and more. I will be repeating in Spanish at 11 a.m. And I invite you, if you would like to join me, I do have a 2 p.m. Zoom RPR class. Take care and best of luck to you, and happy holiday season. Thank you for being a Miami member. Have a great day.